Oh, okay. How do I have a helicopter? Oh. What?
Appreciate it.
The area is fucking swarming with cops for some reason.
Oh, they definitely know about the shit today.
Oh, well, great. How did they know about that?
I mean, I guarantee they subpoena shit and we knew about it.
True, actually good point. Well, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, nice to you as well, man. Been a fucking little while.
Yeah. Eventful week.
Yeah?
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna see what the fuck's up in the meeting. And we could pull up like right on time, just so we don't have to wait to unlock the door.
Oh, it's 4 minutes. Fuck. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Just pull like here into a parking spot or something real quick.
Yeah, they fucking reversed robbed today. It was fine.
Reverse rob. Okay.
Yeah, it was like, you fuck with this group? I'm like, not really. I mean, not really fuck with them. Like, all right, here's this gun that we robbed off of them. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, so now I have a deagle.
All right.
Hell yeah, I guess.
What group?
Fucking Habibis, dude.
Oh,
I was like, I don't really know them, you know? I don't know them like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
But I mean,
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
Whatever
free
group
gun.
they were gonna say, I was gonna say I don't fuck with them just because
Yeah.
more than likely they are looking for that group.
True. That's a
It's
good
just
point.
a method right there.
Yep.
I threw in there. I was like, I don't fuck with Hades either because I was down to Vespucci. They're like, type shit. I'm like, hell yeah. Fuck those
Hey,
people.
free gun, you know, it's fine.
Yeah,
Hey,
there
as
we
long
go.
as it's not the
Free
fucking
gun,
murder gun
mags,
or something,
ammo
you
and
should be
shit.
fine.
Yeah, Loki, that's what I'm worried about. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, dude, this could go back to some insane
Yeah.
shit. I might have to lock it in and get rid of this shit.
Yeah, baby. Might be for the best.
Yeah, keep the silencer and the fucking mags and ammo and just get a regular fucking deagle.
Yep.
That's probably the move.
Yeah. Well. Three minutes.
You said swarming with cops?
And no, like down near the apartments. I saw also like a red helicopter flying around. So I don't know.
I thought you meant like over the edge.
No.
God damn,
I don't. I hope not.
I hope not too. We'll see that.
I might have a warrant. I'm not sure though.
Damn.
Alright. I'll drive up in like 1 minute.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I said wait is because I thought you meant they were swarming with cops up there. I was like, okay, I don't want to walk straight the fuck in.
It's fine. Again, like I didn't see any cops driving towards it. Like I was waiting in the area, but
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be like one in the area or some shit, but nothing crazy.
It's probably fucking McNulty is just like stalking the fucking Echelon.
It's just like perma over there.
Yeah. There's someone run. Oh, it's a local. Okay.
Frank.
Oh, a lot of people here already.
Hell yeah. See Frank and Nora over there.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay. Well, you know, interesting. Okay. Well, they saw me now. Should be fine. I'm curious what they're doing here.
Who?
Frank and Nora.
You had a meeting a bit earlier.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One that starts with an L. That's the snitch.
Right.
What's up, Misha? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about you?
Not too bad.
All right. Full house, damn.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Going good, boss.
Okay,
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
There's one more guest that hasn't arrived just yet. Only one moment.
Oh, there's a gun on the table. Interesting. Why is there food on the table?
Yeah,
Okay.
Who are we missing?
Not sure. Oh, maybe Colby? Oh, is he here? No, I don't think he is.
Where are you?
Right, that's you, right?
What's
I
up?
think that's you. I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah,
Good to see
yeah.
you.
Been a minute. Nice to see you as well.
Good to see you, brother.
Well, everybody. Saturday was a huge success. Very huge success. I know some of you went to jail. Some of you caught major fines. Well, Other Charlie has told you that all fines will be covered. We will give it a care package with the success,
Ooh.
and some of you will find a large amount of money to cover your fine. Before we dip into it, Steve or Ray or anybody actually
Oh no, his
let me know how
microphone is
things went
popping
down
again.
on Saturday.
No, we can do that. By the way, you're a little bit quiet. You said to give you a rundown of what happened?
That
Make
is
sure you're
correct.
shouting too, Ray.
What'd you say, Steve?
I didn't
It
say
was
anything.
me. I said make sure you're shouting too, because I can be able to hear
Okay.
you down here.
Oh, gotcha. My apologies, that's DJ. All right, yeah, we can give a rundown what happened Saturday. you want me to wait till the other guest is here, or do you want me to do it now?
Wait.
Oh. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
You too, mate. You too.
Going on, dude?
Good shit on Saturday, boys.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear your fines will be covered, gentlemen. That'll be good.
Yeah.
So, Andre, did you have the jet ski prepared on Saturday?
It actually would have been helpful. Yeah, it actually would have been very helpful at the end right there. I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't ready then.
Damn.
I think we should call it by its government name. Did you have the speedophile already?
That's right. it's the
Speedophile
speedophile.
2000?
That's right. I do own one now, and it is part of the theft act.
Just bear with me.
Understood.
Well, pause.
Misha, has that always been your hair?
You mean the Irocast or the color?
I just feel like I've never seen your hair before.
I've been rocking this one for over a year.
Huh.
No. Sometimes I dye it white, so this is my natural color.
I
Was you
see.
born in like a fucking power plant or something?
No,
That's a pretty crazy
I'm
natural
ginger. I'm ginger. What can I do? I lost my
Steve,
soul.
Steve's ginger. You're
I'm
fucking
ginger, bro.
neon,
You've been
bro.
dipped in a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, that's ginger to my life.
Well, yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe due to me, like coloring it white and decoloring it like all the time. Just did this to it.
True.
Oh, I see. Also, remind me, by the way, man to the right of Perez. Remind me your name again, please.
William.
William, that's right.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely calling you Chaos Legion guy the entire time. So it's good.
That's fine, I guess.
I was like, the Chaos Legion guy and Misha are together. I actually called Misha Mishka the entire time until I realized it was Misha.
No, like Mishka is a shorter version of Misha, so it's okay.
Ain't it longer?
Is it?
It's
Isn't it
longer,
the
or what?
same amount of letters or
No,
longer? or
no,
even?
no. It means like a in a short version, like in Slavic languages, mean like a familiar tone. Like you would have James and Jim. Sometimes they're longer than actually shorter, but it kind of it's just we call it a shorter version.
I see.
familial.
How do I remember Nate? Nate, that's your name, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How did I remember Nate?
Wait, how do you remember? Is what you're wondering?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm bad with names.
He's usually bad with names. Like he's
Yeah.
actually
Ah,
fucking
I
terrible.
see.
with
And he's
it,
not
like,
the only
yeah.
one.
Bro just called me Steve. I think that shows it.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Sorry, Steve. My apologies.
You got a cold or something, Steve?
Nah, I wish it was that easy to explain, brother. I'm on an adventure.
Well, pausing.
What the hell's going on, bro?
Not sure. Oh.
Give me one more moment.
Well.
I did not mean to grab those.
Oh god, what did you take? Oh.
Nice. Sorry, you didn't see.
I do apologize. Had to call the investors. Can everybody shuffle?
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the meeting. So tell me, how did anything go down on Saturday?
Hey, you said, how did things go down?
That is correct.
We had a plan devised for capturing Brian Knight. That plan was put into many motions. We had multiple opportunities to go for it, but we were very patient with it. The man is a yapper, so it took us a few hours, but we eventually were able to find him at the gas station at Strawberry Gas and apprehend him and the marshal vehicles following him. It led to a little bit of a bloody scene. Multiple assets did open fire on marshals and officers, but we were able to both GPS, jam and handcuff Brian Knight and place him into a vehicle, which we then swapped into a different vehicle, color, everything like that. And we transported them to the location. In the process, unfortunately, we did have 3 individuals from the assets get shot down by officers. Perez, T, and DJ went down fighting to the best of their ability. The other assets were able to meet up with the rendezvous point after an hour or so, unfortunately due to police officers camping out at the airport. But we were all able to, at least the rest of us were able to witness what happened with Brian.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, should be fine.
This goes for everybody. Although this was a success, who was the weakest link?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Um,
I I've actually no
not,
idea.
I'm not pointing any fingers, but
Could be me.
Andre might have been preparing the jet ski.
Oh, he did? Wait, what? Ah. I thought it was a meme.
Wait, I thought that
It
was a
would have
joke.
been useful.
I thought it was a joke.
Wait, you actually did that?
No, I didn't actually prepare the
Okay,
jet ski.
I was gonna
No.
say I didn't know. All right.
That is a joke. Yes, no, I didn't actually spend time preparing a jet ski.
Okay.
Well, listen very carefully. This goes for Steve, Cooper, and Perez. Everybody else knows. Perez, you may know because of Rave told you, but if he hasn't, I'll tell you now.
Oh.
You see, this goes for everybody. For the last 2 months, let's just say we've been doing deep deception. We've been doing deep, multi-layered deception to everybody in this city. To you guys,
Oh, there he is.
to the city, the members of the public, and last but not least, to Brian Knight. You see, you watched him, you doubted him, you called him a traitor. Everybody here thought he turned. You thought that he had forgotten who he was. But what you didn't see is that he was playing the part that we wrote for him. Every word he said to Brian Knight
Matt?
was rehearsed in the dark.
Was Matt.
Every secret he gave away was already dead.
Oh, Matthew Colby?
Every betrayal was permissioned by us. You see,
Oh.
we wanted the entire city to believe the Faceless were cracking. We wanted law enforcement to think they had their victory. We wanted their confidence. Because confidence breeds carelessness. Be honest. Did everybody here think that Brandon was in fact a snitch?
I did.
I know you did. You cut my finger off.
At first, I had my doubts, but I was convinced over time.
Same for me.
Just, you know.
You see, the last 2 months have been very delicate. Let's just say we've been planning this. And let's just say everything has gone successful because of you guys on Saturday. The final piece to our deception. You see, we let the cops win. We let them think they were getting closer. William. That mission with those snipers, what did I tell you? It was destined to fail. Now you know why.
Yeah.
You see, we let them believe. We let the government, the marshals believe that Brandon was dead.
Hey, alright.
And while they were watching Brandon, we were watching them. That's the beauty of deception. It isn't about lies. It's about timing. It's about patience. It's about letting your enemy feel the warmth of hope before you take it all away. Brandon, he never betrayed you. He never betrayed me. He never betrayed the Faceless. He carried our plan into the lion's den, knowing every one of you would doubt him. And we let you believe that because your doubt made the lie even stronger. It made the trap real. And this is what separates us and everybody else, is we don't react, we design. We don't follow stories, we write them.
Oh.
Let me give you a prime example of what I just said. and what that actually means. I'm sure you're all familiar with the news article 2 weeks ago, Confession of an Asset.
Right, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Frank and Nora, they were just here before you all arrived.
Yup.
And now they understand that we are always 10 steps ahead. You see, in that article, embedded in it is a hidden message.
Oh.
Once you get your own copy, when you read what Brandon wrote, I want you to look at every word. I then want you to look at every 10th word and every first letter of the 10th word.
Oh.
Tell me what you think it spells.
Interesting.
Anybody?
That's a good
I can
question.
tell you. 10 steps ahead.
Huh.
We fooled the entire city.
Damn.
Everybody.
Alright.
Because power isn't guns, it's not money. It's the ability to convince the world that your lie is the truth. Brandon wasn't a rat. He was the blade we slipped under the marshal's ribs. Unfortunately, Steve Cooper Perez, you weren't there to witness that. But that is the level that we play at. The city, the government, the PD will talk about what happened to Brian Knight. But they will understand that everything, every leak, every whisper, every snitch that Brandon came out with was our design. So remember this, the next time you think you understand what's happening, you don't. We don't lose. We redirect. We don't get exposed. We illuminate what we choose. And if you ever doubt again, if you ever believe that the faceless are slipping, well, look at Brandon. Look at what loyalty looks like in the hands of men who understand the mission. Now you've learned what loyalty actually costs and what deception can buy. We all remain unseen, always watching, always 10 steps ahead. And the rest of the city, they'll spend the rest of their lives trying to understand what just happened. But they never will. Because they think this is all a war. It's not. It's a story, and we are the authors. Even if we're not directly writing articles. Now, not only was this for Brian Knight, this was to test everybody in this room. How you guys will react. What you guys would say if anybody had inner loyalty with Brandon. Like Fred Mango. It's also uncovered other rats. You see, it wasn't just about Brian Knight. We could have killed Brian Knight 1 week ago, 5 weeks ago.
True.
But this was to fool the entire city and to understand how deep the Faceless truly goes. Which now leads me to my next point. I know most of you have questions on what exactly did Brandon run on. Well, it wasn't much. It was one, the mission that was destined to fail. Frank, William Hunter, and Brandon.
Yup.
Second, was the setting up of Silas. Now you're probably thinking, was Silas in on it? Yes, he was.
Okay. I was curious about the
Silas
one.
knew exactly what was coming. But that was to cement to everybody in the PD that maybe, just maybe, Brandon is truly a man trying to turn his life around because of a moral compass. He also gave some sort of information regarding past missions, but nothing exposing assets, Nothing exposing what you guys do. Nothing exposing real secrets of the Faceless. But it's now brings me to my next point.
Was you getting shorter plan? Yeah, I'm not the biggest
Steve,
fan of like
Cooper, Ferg, why don't you enlighten everybody before this meeting? What did we all talk about with Forehead and me?
The problem is, if this would have been like, you know, months ago,
Brian
William would
called
be a lot
besties
more
and said, "You sell this." With
annoyed
exactly
by
what they
this.
sell. Everyone here knows what they sell, right? Brian called them and said, "This is what you sell," basically.
At this point, like he's so indoctrinated that
So Brandon
you know,
isn't the rat.
he believes like, you know,
then
just like all in the
there
course.
is
Like, you know,
definitely one
whatever.
out there somewhere.
He doesn't like hear a shot though.
And we know it isn't Brandon. Although some of you may have thought it was. But this is the beauty. People got comfortable. Other rats thought, you know what? There's a big faceless asset snitching. Why did I join them? But what if I told you I know exactly now, after the conversation I just had with Frank and Nora?
Oh.
What if I told you I know exactly where they got that information from?
Oh.
Because I did.
What the fuck? Who snitched?
Ante? Question mark.
You know, it's crazy how much you can really get from just your words, because people understand power.
Wait, what?
Leon Edwards.
And that name was mentioned before, I think. Who was that again?
That rat motherfucker. Talking me and fucking Edgar too.
Wait, what? Leon?
Leon Edwards of Cyprus
Oh, right.
is the man behind the article
Interesting.
3 weeks ago,
Okay.
which exposed certain inner workings of the Faceless. How he knows these things, I'm not too sure, as he's never really been involved. The only thing he's been involved in is when
Okay.
Cyprus shot down Speedy on behalf of the Faceless. But I can confirm that Leon Edwards is the man that gave all the information to Frank and Nora. I made Frank and Nora understand that every gang will come after them if they do not tell me who gave this information. Well, looks like those Cyprus people are doing what they do best, talking to cops. So, now that we've uncovered Brandon not being a real snitch, looks like we really have a real one within the criminal underworld who happens to be a gang leader. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yep.
That's what he calls
Yeah,
himself.
he is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Leon
he's the leader
supposedly
of
is the leader.
Cyprus.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. You say Brian Knight is going to every asset you went to Forehead, saying that Brandon snitched on him and that we know that you sell this item. But we all know that's a lie.
Wait,
And now you know
Brian's
the
doing that?
truth. He is.
Ah,
I don't think he can truly comprehend what happened to him on Saturday.
I say he's a little upset about getting stabbed in the stomach.
Yeah. Well,
I'm guessing he was the marshal in the ICU.
I believe he was in the ICU for the last day or two after everybody's successful mission. You see, I want you to understand this was a 2-month operation. And everybody, the way everybody acted, everybody passed the test. But now you understand how deep we go. Nate, you even cut off that man's pinky.
That's right.
But Leon Edwards is the man that went to Frank and Nora and said all that information. Looks like your instincts were correct, Fred, Steve, and Cooper.
I do have one question. More sort of to Brandon. About the situation that happened at the island. Was it also part of the plan that the marshals showed up there, like Brian Knight and so on? Was it Well, you know.
I was sincerely followed there.
Got it.
I did call him after I got out of interrogation. Told him I was going to a meeting. Never told them the location. They guess they followed.
I see. All right.
Also, I didn't know anything about the you and Edgar thing. I didn't know about any of that shit. And just so you're aware,
Okay, I'm curious where you heard that shit then. Interesting.
just so you're aware, while I was talking to him, he asked something like, who was in the room, and I said, me, Fred, and you. I kind of thought that he knew that you, were in this shit. This my bet on that.
I see. No, it's fine. I understand. All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah. It was crazy yesterday, Brandon, or Saturday, whatever day it was. When you're dressed as a, what do you call it? As a Charlie, you did address me as Ray. That was a slip up there, but hopefully Brian doesn't remember that.
I never talked to you.
Okay.
I never had Charlie's voice. That was Charlie. If Charlie said something
okay.
like that to you, I was the person who pointed at you so I wouldn't speak, so I wouldn't blow my cover.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I do have one question for everybody that attended the stabbing of Brian Knight and the reveal. We want to give a picture of the moment the knife entered Brian Knight's stomach. In that picture, you have Nate, Nisha, Andre, Hunter, and Kobe. I'm assuming you wish to all be blurred out, correct?
I don't mind.
I was masked up anyway, so it doesn't matter either way for me.
So apparently Brian survived, so like he pretty much knows that it was me regardless. So.
Yeah. I mean, I was further back, so I'm good.
You're not in the picture.
Probably blur me out just so these guys don't get hag charges.
Yeah, it's like a.
Hello, can I ask you a question?
It's like a good pattern. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Is there any way of getting a copy of that picture so I can leave it at a location with the knife that was stabbed with it? That way he can have the picture and the knife as a souvenir.
I'll put on a USB and get Charlie to deliver to you.
Appreciate that.
Well, here's the thing. Although everything was a success, Leon Edwards is the next target. Because here's the thing. Actually, wherever that does sell things in this room, does Leon Edwards normally go to?
Only time I've ever spoke with Leon was when he drove his car into the water to try to fuck around with me and Edgar, I guess.
As far as I remember, I never talked to the guy.
Nisha.
I spoke with him a couple of times, but last time he personally made any orders was a long time ago. Since then, it was his boys.
That kind of goes with what Steve and Cooper said. Apparently, this man Leon is never the one to make orders, and then somehow one day he ordered how many diggles from you, Steve?
He just wanted whatever I could give him. Basically, he wasn't specific. It was a very vague.
So it would be kind of sick to just be in the picture,
it
but the
almost felt like he was trying
headshots
to
would
get
not
me
be good.
to admit it.
So,
I'm gonna be honest, we get a few orders from him.
don't really
especially
want
when the gang
to
goes to
spend
war.
like months
We
in prison
currently
because
do
of
have a
this.
600k order with him, getting like, waiting for delivery too.
I suggest you be very careful.
Yeah.
Because that man is confirmed the one who went to the news and gave him all this information. And you see the news, I told them, you continue to do what you're doing, as long as you don't mention any names or locations. So they probably already know all the names and locations.
What about Dante? Because I somewhat suspect that the guns that Dante buys off us, probably some of them do probably go Leon Edwards' way.
Dante is Leon's protege of sorts. He sees Leon as a mentor. However, when I told Dante that Leon had let me and let others know that Dante was asking questions about Fred, well, Dante wasn't too happy about that. He didn't know about it. Leon had actually already given up information on Dante that could have got him killed. So that's how highly he thinks of Dante.
I can also tell you my stuff with Dante. I used to give him a good price on suppressors so he could flip them. And while he was maintaining good business, he was going around telling people that I was receiving the suppressors from the Faceless and was using it to get other information for it. So he was going around giving them that information for other information. I had a reliable source tell me that. And he also denied the fact that he was running around telling people that I was a snitch, which I know for a fact he was.
Yeah,
He's very weird.
Dante's what I call a fucking idiot. It's what I call him.
Wait, is that Dante you're talking about or Leon, Brandon?
No, Dante.
What'd you say,
No, right now about Dante. Dante.
Oh, Dante.
Good
Dante,
price.
the Merchants Guild.
I guess I'm also asking a question to Blue about, did you find anything out about Dante? Because he's one of our biggest customers. I'll be honest with you.
Well, here's the thing about Dante.
Yeah.
He used to be part of the group with Frank and Nora named Echo, trying to take the Faceless down. Dante stood exactly where Perez is standing. And let's just say I opened his eyes. He then willingly gave every name within Echo. Do I think he understands now that there is no stopping the Faceless? Do I think he's actively trying to take us down still? I don't. But then again, nothing is ever as it seems. I'm sure this whole Brandon fiasco proves that. But apparently, like Frank said, Dante and what's his name, Leon are close, correct?
I'm a little confused here, though, Blue. What's the motivation behind Leon doing all of this, right? I mean, he's a gang leader, supposedly. He's a customer of all of these things. Why is he going and saying this shit? What kind of double life are they trying to lead? It's kind of counterintuitive, no?
There is an idea there, some long-standing connections of those, because I know Dante for a fact has a very deep connection with New Babylon, and when Edgar had his issues with New Babylon, suddenly also Cypress had issues with New Babylon. No, sorry, Cypress had issues with Edgar, right? And I know for a fact that Dante is supplying a lot of stuff for New Babylon, so both of them are ex-Cypress.
The Leon thing, I think he was one of my previous go-tos for ammo. Maybe he feels slighted that that's not business that he does anymore.
Yeah, that would make sense, actually.
I see.
They used to have, they used to sell, right? Until they did what they did.
Correct.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense now.
From memory, he had big plans before that whole situation happened too. He was like, what was it? There was like a whole tugboat operation he wanted to do. Yeah.
He'd occasionally sell me information on some convoys or whatever that's got shit in them. Like they used to do a couple things.
I see. That's a motive that I can kind of see now.
How do you want us to move with Dante then? Blue, be careful as well, just in case.
I'll be careful of Dante. I mean, it's the fact that Dante was a part of this group. And Frank and Nora said it wasn't Dante. Makes you believe that Dante, how deep was he actually in Echo? Now, of course, you don't trust him one bit. You make a very good point, Brandon. What is the motivation behind Leon? The Faceless and Leon never really had a strong relationship. The only time that Leon was ever involved was when Speedy burnt a blueprint. And the Faces approached Teddy, a Cypress member. He
So
was
he's
lied to.
Teddy is the other leader. Just so you know, he's not a member. He's the other leader.
Okay, so I'll break it down. Teddy approached the Faceless asking why we moved the blueprint. Speedy lied to his right-hand man, who was helping him for 1 whole year. We told Teddy the truth, that Speedy lied to your face and burnt the blueprint. Well, all of Cyprus then kidnapped Speedy and shot him. That's the only thing Leon has ever done. Regards to the Faceless. So why he would turn randomly, I'm not too sure.
Leon used to sell me ammo. He definitely was more involved with Speedy's thing than maybe we realize. He used to sell me ammo.
Yeah, he was my go-to as well. There was nobody else in Cyprus that I could
So
actually
what you guys
go
are
to.
saying is there might be a little form of jealousy there from the other people who are in on these operations, that he's no longer in on the operation because Speedy fucked him.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
in
exactly.
his
That's what it is.
mind, he won't see it as just Speedy fucking him over. He'll see it as, you know, the Faceless fucking him over for maybe not trusting him again, you know, kind of thing, with what Speedy had, right? Because we all know, you know, who sells that shit now, right? It's not always been those people. So, like, maybe, you know, Speedy burnt the blueprint. Leon saw that, you know, there's new people selling ammo, and then, like you said, maybe felt a bit.
Maybe they were expecting
kind of
to
thing.
get a new blueprint after they dealt with Speedy.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah, it could be that, or it could be that they went after Speedy because it was an order, but they didn't want to, like in their heart, basically. And then that built resentment against the Faceless, and they kind of just build and snowballed. And then they got told by Babylon, "Oh, the Faceless is so bad, this and that," and then they started believing it. And then
Here's the
that's
thing:
kinda it.
Blue said Teddy came to him though. So why would they feel
No, Teddy,
some?
Teddy asked why they took away the blueprint, why Faceless took away the blueprint.
It seems
Because
like
the way-
all of
one
Cyprus's
second.
issue is with the blueprint.
So, the way I see it is Speedy lied to Teddy. I think Speedy made it seem that we took the blueprint away. Little did he know that Speedy loved it in New Babylon.
I think there is a crucial information that I'll try to uncover. Why there was an immediate beef between Cyprus and Edgar's crew right after Edgar and New Babylon had their falling out.
So you're saying they still work hand in hand with Babylon?
It's
Dante
would make
buys ammo
sense.
for New Babylon. Brandon.
Yes, for
That's what
sure.
he does.
Yes, they specifically even told me that it's for New Babylon once. So I know for a fact that they're buying ammo for them.
And who buys that? You said Dante?
Dante.
Yeah, Dante does not
But-
exactly equal Leon. They are very
Yeah.
close, but they're not the same thing.
But But Cyprus had an immediate issue with Edgar and his crew after Edgar's falling out with New Babylon, like the recent one, around time when Edgar had his issue with Will.
I mean, there's another motive right there, right? We know New Babylon don't really fuck with us. They
Yeah,
don't,
that's
they don't like
what
the
I'm
idea of the
thinking, right?
Faceless. If you know, if they're that close with New Babylon, they still share that agenda. I mean, that's another reason for taking assets down.
It's not that big of a stretch considering the members of New Babylon. In my experience, many of them have been and will continue to work with the cops.
Oh yeah, I've seen it firsthand in prison.
Wait, wasn't there like a picture somewhere of?
I don't know, but I just know when they were Cyprus before they became New Babylon, they used to literally do something to us, like shoot us or rob us, and then when we try and follow them, they would drive to MRPD and then they'd go inside and talk to cops and shit. Like the people have no morals, so I wouldn't put it past them to devise some sort of plan like this.
You know what else I thought was weird? When Brian would sit me down and talk with me and stuff. Like, granted, I would go to him with specific information and shit like that, but he never really asked too many other questions besides that. It was like he already had information elsewhere. There was only one other time he ever asked me other
Let me stop you
information.
there. Let
Yeah.
me stop you there for 1 second. Steve, once you approach that Brian Neer thing like a month ago,
Yes. Fred, when did we have that meeting on the dock? It was about a month ago, right?
Yeah, about a little shorter than that. Might be able to get an actual date.
You said Brian approached you, Steve?
No, Brian approached Denzel and
25
essentially
days ago, Steve.
25 days ago. Yeah. Brian approached Denzel and basically alluded that he knew everything, you know, started, as far as I remember, like literally name dropping people and certain things they do.
Oh.
And then it was while I was talking to Denzel, finding out this information was when Leon called me for the first time ever and just straight up started asking me for deagles, which raised the red flag in my head.
When I spoke with Brian, he would, you know, I thought Brian would ask more questions than what he actually did, right? Like I thought he would. You have an asset of somebody in front of you who has been in as long as I have. You would think like you would ask them, you know, who's the supplier for this, supplier for this. He didn't seem like he cared that much. So that's what's weird here. Because it seems like he already knew. Because the only time he ever asked me anything about what I was telling him was when I was in MRPD getting interrogated. And he said that he was about to file my charges or whatever, or send me out of state. This is right before I got thrown in the cage. He asked me some questions. He said, did you help transport, you know, biological weapons, all this shit, whatever, just asking me questions. And then he said, do the besties work with the Faceless? I said, I don't know. Then he said, does Fred White work with the Faceless? And he already knows you do, Fred. So I said, yeah. Then he said, William Hunter, I think, after. And then I said, look, there's very specific things that I'm going to tell you because it's not my aim to fuck everybody over here, but I want to take down the upper echelon. I want to take Fred down because he stabbed me. It's always fuck Fred. And I want to take Blue and Charlie down. And then he stopped with the questions after that. That's the only time he ever asked me questions.
Wait, when was that exactly?
A few days before I got thrown in the cage.
So what, about 2 weeks ago, roughly? All right.
Yeah, something
No,
like that.
I'm wondering, did this coincide with the prison break situation?
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was Brian and I was actually really, truly trying to get info, I'd be asking me all those questions like a long time ago, right? But he seemed like he never asked about it, which I always thought was weird.
True.
Because I thought it would, you know, almost call my bluff or whatever if I'm sitting here trying to snitch to him, right? And then obviously I'm not going to sit here and dime everybody out when he asks. So, but luckily he never asked any of those things.
Interesting.
So I think you might be right, Steve. I think you might actually, like when he says that he knows everything, he might actually know a fucking lot.
Yep.
He might have only one source, and that probably won't stand in court, right? And that's why he's trying to get more.
My theory, when I was sus of Leon, and obviously I got told Brian knows everything. My theory is he has no proof of everything. He just knows everything. And therefore, Leon was his way of trying to get to know everything. So, for example, I thought at the time maybe he was contacting me for deagles. He would set up some sort of meeting to buy the deagles, which would then be a sting operation. If he catches me while selling deagles, then that's case sealed. I'd sell deagles. That's one check in the box. That's what I think's going on. Which is why since then we've been very standoffish with them, and any times we've been dropping deagles to anyone related to them, we've done money first, money safe, and then we dead drop the guns.
Yeah, it's smart.
Makes sense.
I might do that with this upcoming order because this Leon thing is crazy. You know, that's a lot of shit he's putting an order in for $600,000. You know, so we'll see. Hopefully, this is not some sort of sting operation.
Put it this way: every single group we do it with, including like yourselves, Ray. I know we haven't done it yet. You obviously know we have plans. Every group we do it with, even groups we trust, it's not Mana who drops it. You know, unknown numbers, unknown people, voice modulators, money first, guns later, that kind of thing. We moved into that. It's been going pretty well, generally, I would say.
The only question Brian ever asked about weapon or weapon suppliers was, do the Faces supply weapons? That's the only time they ever asked me anything about weapons.
That was one thing that was really interested in my interrogation. I know Steve didn't have much of one, and I spoke to Prez about his. They didn't ask me any questions about the situation that we got caught at. Not a single one. Not a single one about Brian. Not a single one about location. Nothing. They just kept asking me about basically what I had in my pockets.
He talked about them on Saturday.
Yeah. So I got interrogated afterwards. They didn't ask me a single question about what we did in the interrogation.
Who was interrogating you?
McAllister, Bluehead Marshall, and McQuillan. But McQuillan was kind of like it was McAllister basically, but McQuillan was very in and out of the room.
Yeah, I got interrogated by Ruth yesterday morning when I got out of the ICU, and she was asking a lot of questions.
They just kept pounding down on basically what I had on me, and like I was expecting, to go in there and be asked questions about like, why do we kidnap him? Where is he? That kind of thing. Not a single one.
I got taken into interrogation yesterday after my hold, and they sat me down. Well, because I'd be real, I kind of asked to get sent up because it was 4 a.m. at this point, and they were interrogating Perez and DJ, and I said, "Can we do this tomorrow?" So they just put me up on hold. When they got up to the prison to interrogate me, they brought me into a room. They cuffed me to the table. They set up a recording. And they said, "Do you have anything to say for the record?" In which I said, "No, I have nothing to say. I'm all good." And they go, "Okay, interview concluded." And they let me go.
What kind of interrogation is that?
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Gentlemen, what are you guys
Sorry,
apprehended with?
sorry to stop you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you being serious, Steve?
Dead serious. 2 marshals, I don't remember their names. To start with, they started the recording saying it was the 23rd of September. A little bit off. And then they asked me if I had anything to say for the record. Obviously, I said no, expecting him to then follow up with some questions. And they just said, "Okay, we're good here," and they let me out. Let me out of prison, just free walk.
Interesting.
To be fair, they've been
Listen
kind
up.
of.
Before you begin, Ray, I will say something very clearly right now. What we did to Brian Knight, which is deceive him, sure, he never really fully trusted Brandon. But he did. It was doubts, and that's all that really mattered. I want you to understand that he is going to come hard for everybody that is associated now. He is not going to stop.
True.
I don't think he's going to take that stabbing lightly. And he's been played. This is Brian Knight we're talking about. So again, be very careful. Because Brian Knight will come after everybody in this room.
Yeah, and the enemy of the state stuff did go into effect.
Yeah.
I was told that by Ruth.
It seems like when we are being pursued too on Saturday, post the stuff that happened in the hangar, I was with Brandon Valentino and Colby to my left when we were getting chased. And when I got Colby out of the situation and I got swapped in vehicle and shit like that with Brandon, Aaron Carter pulled up to us. And when they pulled us over, they're yelling, it's Brandon in the car. Everyone get here." So it seems like they very so much want Brandon as well. This is still while Brian Knight was incapacitated and stuff. So it seems like Brandon, they wanted you the whole time.
Maybe
know.
at that point, maybe they thought I was still kidnapped because, I mean, from their perspective, there was a whole fucking army coming after me, kidnapping me, and then they got me away. I went to a safe house, went outside and smoked a cigarette and got snatched up again and went missing. So maybe they were I don't know. Maybe she was seen my hair and assumed that I was Brandon. I was the missing person. Whatever. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I wear that mask
Brandon.
quite frequently, and I have my hair the same all the time. You know.
Here's the difference, though. They all jumped out their cars with ARs and yelled, "We want Brandon. We don't give a fuck about you, Raymond. Get
Yeah,
Brandon
they
out of
would
the
have
car."
just thought he was kidnapped. I feel like.
Wait,
You
no,
think
that
so?
was not after him being stabbed, right? No,
It was
Yeah,
after
but nobody
Brian got
would have known
stabbed.
that though.
Yeah, but how
Yeah,
would
but
Yeah,
Brian
know
wouldn't have been
that
able to
still
relay
that's-
that. Yeah.
well, that's you never know though. That's the
You
thing.
don't, but I think it's fully
He could have
plausible.
muttered, he could have said a name as he was bleeding. But
True.
with that being said, though, Brandon, I want you to understand that you are about to be most wanted after what you did to Brian.
True.
I know. I'm well aware. He wanted to take me out of state and fucking send me to Bolingbrook for. Well, he wanted to send me to Bolingbrook for a very, very long time. For the people who don't know, I don't have a statute of limitation. So
Don't
anytime
talk
that I ever
gangsta.
got caught, you goddamn right, Andre. You should see me on my jet ski when I do it. Anyways, every time I've gotten caught in the last 6, 7, 8 months, what have you, they haven't even been arresting me unless it's like a one-off thing. They've been writing my charges down and then letting me walk. And the whole time, Brian's been building a fucking dossier on me to send me away for a long fucking time. Now, when he thought people were going to kill me, Faceless, they were talking about getting me extracted with Darkstone to go to an out-of-state prison, like an out-of-state penitentiary. I don't know how long he was going to do it, but the motherfucker wanted to send me away then. He's definitely going to want to send me away now.
I see. Well, I'm very happy I got you out of the situation.
I
feel
appreciate you.
like they wanted you bad. You too, Kobe. Most
Bro.
likely.
Yeah, they've been on my dick.
I have a question. Who was charged? Errors, Cooper, Steve, anybody else?
We
No, they
haven't
told
been
me.
charged yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
same thing with me.
They haven't
said,
charged us.
So we got 30 days. We're gonna release you right now.
Also didn't get caught. Well, I mean, like I don't have a statute of limitations either, so I'm gonna be fucked at some point regardless, probably. Also, I don't know, like
Interesting.
at some point, why I was well, you know how Brian Knight is, yapping all the time. Guys fucking yapping for 2 hours. But he also bit a chunk out of my hand when I tried to gag him in the car, so I don't know how that is gonna be. So we'll see.
Like Brian Bitchell?
Yeah.
Did he swallow
You're
it?
fucked.
Or?
I don't like he spit it out, but he had fucking blood and so on over his mouth, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, boys, I don't know if you noticed or not. If sounds like Brian is back.
I saw him on
You guys
Twitter.
haven't been charged yet. There was a lifer there. They might try to get you for harboring a fugitive.
Oh, they're gonna try
Brian-
to prove that
Yeah.
with all they got.
I can tell you right now what they're trying to hit me with. So I got raided yesterday. I consented to the raid because I didn't really have anything. Aiding and abetting an enemy of the state, criminal possession of a firearm class 2, possession of explosives, stockpiling. Is the 4 charges they put on my raid warrant.
Alright.
So I will be facing the same plus a class 3, so probably 1.5 million fines.
What about you, Price?
He'll be the same.
It's the same as the. Not
Were
the
you
stockpiling,
gentlemen-
though.
Were you boys caught with that GPS disabler? on you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
They,
was
they
caught with
already
that.
had one. They already someone
Yeah,
already
they
got
had that
caught
shit
with
from
one.
me.
Yeah.
I got caught with
See.
multiple of them on me.
Multiple. Okay, I see.
When they saw mine, they made a remark about we have one of these back in evidence. kind of thing.
Hmm.
All my shit is still locked down. They asked me if they could raid me. I said no because I've at least $500,000 worth of dirty cash in
Yeah,
my
well, no-
shit. So if they want to raid that, they're gonna have to do the paperwork for it.
I see. When I was sat there with Brian Knight for the hour that I had to watch over him, he was talking to me quite a bit about the GPS disabler. So seems like it's very, very on their mind.
Yep. They were very interested in it, but I, didn't really say shit.
Yeah.
I'd be interested about it too if that shit made me a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
One thing everybody actually needs to be worried about is going to be silent warrants. I mean, I've had one
Yep.
before.
Me as well.
Williams had one before. They won't show up at City Hall, and they will just all the marshals will come crashing down on you just
That is-
randomly.
Marshal
That
warrants.
is a martial.
Interesting.
That's a martial thing, right? I was
Yeah.
told about
Yeah, it's a
them.
marshal
That's
report
like
or
when the marshal
marshal
put it out
warrant.
for
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
I
and
mean-
they just they're off rib. They're like class 2s, fucking pointing at you and shit.
Yep.
Like it's kind of fucked.
The only situation where I feel like that would fuck me is when I did get Brandon out the second time. I was in my own Bugatti, but they didn't identify anyone in the vehicle. I don't believe they just had suspicion. So I think we should be fine.
I'm gonna be. I don't know that they have much of a burden of truth or anything. I think they just put that shit out willy nilly. Like
Really?
I
You don't need
guarantee you'll
probable
have
cause for
one.
that?
Not really.
I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
I think they're gonna go extremely. They've been going hard. They've been turning up the temperature a little bit. I think they're gonna really turn
Listen.
that shit the fuck up.
Absolutely. Listen,
Let them
Brian
come.
Knight isn't going to take this lightly. The fact that everybody indirectly played him. This was 2 months. And I think we all know that in this city, if you don't wake up for 2 days, that's like 2 weeks. Well, we did this for 2 months. So I can assure you, Brian Knight and every marshal will be knocking on everybody's door. With that also being said, according to some surveillance, I believe they've reached out to Dogstone. Dogstone flew in with about 15 choppers at Fort Zancudo.
Oh.
I cannot confirm, but Dogstone may have upgraded the
Oh, fuck.
PD's fleet.
All right, well.
I'm talking annihilators. In fact, they're not backing down anytime soon.
The PD have annihilators now, huh?
All right. So if you're on a high speed chase, get ready for a fucking airstrike
Whoa.
to come at you.
I obviously think it's definitely going to be mainly for
Take
you
that
know,
air
state of
combat.
emergency.
Mm.
Exactly. If they see Raymond Romanoff and his crew doing a bank truck, I don't think they're going to come with an annihilate and mow it down. But who
You'd be
knows?
surprised.
You
Yeah,
never
you'd be
know.
surprised.
Exactly.
A Pred
You
and so,
never
you never
know.
know.
They pulled out 50 calibers on us in the big truck once, so hey, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, if it's air marshals, I guess.
Yeah, to see
Should
Matthew
be fine,
Colby.
I
Hey,
don't-
be prepared, brother.
Hmm.
You're cooked.
True.
Or if it's like RPD that has like the
Everyone just needs
helicopters.
to bear in mind that although
Uh-huh.
you may not have been caught at the mission or the mission before this, Brian knows what besties sell. Leon's told him what we all sell. Let's be real. They have a reason to put a warrant out for you. They have a reason to talk to you. They have a reason to come looking for you.
I'm
Regardless
gonna
of
be
the
honest.
mission
I
or
told
not.
Brian myself that I sell suppressors. I did that for the sheer fact that nobody really buys them motherfuckers, but also I had to get him to really start believing me, you know?
Shit, I've been trying to buy them for like the last 2 weeks, bitch.
Huh? Sorry, I've been put in the cage because of your dumbass. Hashtag DJ was wrong.
Makes a change.
What I think Brian is doing, right? Because he knows a lot, for sure, right? But he's not actually making any big moves yet. I think he's collecting dossier on each and every one of us. If at least I would be him, I would do that. Get everything ready to not do this piecemeal, but issue all the warrants all at once, all the raid warrants all at once, to lock as many things as he can, because then definitely something won't be moved away, won't be hidden, and he's actually able to nail somebody that way.
He's also gonna continuously try to pin people against each other. Like during interrogations before, like he tries really hard to make you believe how much can you trust the other assets. It's gonna be your head on the chopping block at some point, all of that stuff. A lot of people
Well,
are
only the
talking so
weak-
much.
Only the weak fall for Brian's tricks. Now I can tell you, Brian's already contacted Aubrey directly, and Aubrey sat here in front of Steve and Cooper. But I did call Aubrey and let him know that we have officially found out who told the news. Most likely told everybody else as well.
Yep.
You know, I'm glad these news people, because I like them. I'm glad they understand.
True.
And you do not walk inside this echelon and lie.
So let me just get this straight one more time. Brian is telling people that I snitched.
Yes.
Huh.
That's an interesting tactic.
What's the point of Brian calling people and telling them, I know you sell this though? I'm a little bit confused about that.
Well, Brandon
just-
stabbed Brian Brian sends all the gangs after Brandon, realistically.
Yeah.
It's
so,
not even that. It's to cause uncertainty in
Yeah.
between the assets. Like
but
for
here's
example,
also
Yeah.
if
Seeding doubt and all that.
let's say he calls Forehead and he says, "I know you sell magazines." If Forehead says, "Oh, Brandon snitched," blah blah blah, they come after me or whatever. But it also just stamps the fact that they're actually the supplier.
Yeah.
It just makes them even more guilty in Brian's eyes.
Brian
Confirming
also-
this is the thing that Brian does, though. Like he did it with Fred. He knew that I had a sniper rifle during that mission. He immediately called Fred right after I was detained and said, "We should have a talk in an hour. Leave your sniper rifle at home." This is what he does. He does this to try to get people to slip up and make mistakes so he can catch them on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When I had an interrogation with him, everything he said to me, the first 5 things he said was just lie after lie, and I just told him how it was not true. I think what his strategy is literally just lie to you and hope you correct him or do something to admit fault. It's the same thing he's gonna try to do with plea deals. He's gonna try to get people. If you're on a hag charge, he's gonna try to get you a plea deal. But if you take it to court, I mean, listen, the marshals have never fucking won a case. They've yet to take shit to court. I don't think they can even fucking win a case.
With Brian doing that with Besties there, right? I think it is a tactic of making assets rethink if their allegiance is worth it, because it's putting like I am Forehead and I am right now considering if it's worth to keep on being loyal to the Faceless, because they are using me just in his mind, thinking that Brandon snitched, and so they are using me just to prove a point, right? And then somebody is starting to have doubts, and then Brian can build on that. So it's just just putting that seed of doubt in people's
Has
minds.
anyone-
Is it
You
worth
make,
it for
you make
me?
a very good point, but I'm sure everybody in this room understands the information that was greenlit
Yeah,
has no effect
but
to
Brian
anybody in this
doesn't know
room.
that. Brian doesn't know that. Brian only knows that he has information, and he doesn't know if, for example, Forehead knows from where the information came from. He knows that Forehead knows that Brandon was alleged snitch, right? That's the only thing that Brian knows. So he thinks that he can strike while the iron is hot.
He's not wrong. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You've been trying to talk for a minute.
Thank you. Has anyone else in this room been reached out to by Brian since Saturday? Or has he just reached out to Forehead?
Nope.
Seems like just
Looks like he just reached out to Ford.
So this is what he's doing. He's gone to arguably the quote-unquote strongest asset, right? It's no secret the Besties realistically are stronger than anyone else in the city, anyone else at this table, apart from the Faceless themselves, right? If he can cause any sort of uncertainty, which he already has to a point where Forehead came here to speak to Charlie, to question things, if the Besties then start to doubt or distrust anyone else in the circle, they might start trying to strong arm people, and then Brian's plan has worked.
Yeah, creates division.
Especially that he probably understands that they weren't part of any action on Saturday, right? Because he didn't see anybody or hear anybody from Besties.
Correct.
Well,
so
here's
they're
the thing.
arguably in the
You're
dark.
not wrong. You are not wrong. But if people like Aubrey are not going to understand and realize the truth, well, then they have no place in this organization. They're short-sighted. If Aubrey thinks that we have lied to his face, well, then he can think that. Like I said, things are going to change. I know everybody has seen those signs on Legion Square. Only those who truly understand will reap the rewards. And I'm not talking about selling guns and weapons. There's something far greater happening in the city. Very soon.
Soon TM.
But if you have people like Forehead who are biting and taking the bait of Brian Knight after what we just told him, and unfortunately we can't save that man.
No, but say worst case scenario, it goes that route, then the besties, obviously your forehead is cut off. They're going to need to get supply somehow. They're going to get supply by going for the rest of us. And in turn, fucks up everyone's business.
Always the thing, I doubt Forehead is that dumb. I did call him. I literally told him that I found out the name from Frank and Nora. And everybody was right who had their doubts about Leo. You're not wrong though, Brandon. The motivation, I just don't understand that. Sure, he's Cyprus. Sure, he has ties to people in New Babylon. But all of that to stitch on every asset. Surprising.
Especially weird when you tell me that you see him knocking on the door of the echelon and all of this. It seems like he's reaching for something. He wants something.
It might just be he wants to be important to somebody. If he's not,
Maybe he
gonna be the
wants to
faces,
be
may as well be the
involved.
cops. Right? He's got to get somebody.
And maybe he wants to be involved and he hasn't been brought in on something that some of these people have that he used to have access to, and he feels slighted by it, maybe. If I can't have it, they can't have it either. I'm going to turn them into the police. Maybe that's the motivation behind it. I don't fucking know, but I don't understand it. I don't think anybody would go that far and that deep without having some kind of motivation, though.
True. Interesting.
Oh, Perez and Ray, when you do your order with him, be very careful. Be very careful.
Mm-hmm.
But Sting, you make a very good point about Brian Knight only reaching out to Forehead. Out of everybody in this city.
Yeah, I don't think that was to try and taint Brandon's name. I think there's a bigger play at hand here.
I
If
think
he is
also it's to
able-
get me the
yeah.
fuck up, get me the fuck, like, get me hurt too. I would say that's probably a motivation behind it. Say that I'm a
Sure.
rat, I was a CI, blah, blah, blah. All of this shit, I snitched on him. What do you think? What do you think Forehead's going to
Boo?
do when he
What
sees
boo?
me, right? Like if I'm Brian, right? But also I think you're 100% spot on too. I mean, he's the biggest gang. He wasn't involved. Makes
Let's cut
sense.
it.
What I'm thinking is that it's an attempt to pit besties, not maybe immediately, but
Hello?
Is he
Yeah,
speaking?
you just
It's just him. It's just him.
Nation.
I can't
Okay.
hear him.
What I was going to say whilst we wait for Misha is Brian's also not stupid. He'd have noticed who wasn't at the mission, and he'd have known which group would have wanted to
Oh.
not necessarily be a part of it, but you know what I mean?
Oh, we hope you're doing well, Scarlett.
Yeah. Hello?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yo,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying that it's just the first step, probably. Brian knows that it's usually the long game, right? That actually brings the most success. So it is just the first step in trying to erode the trust and loyalty of besties and try to pit them against the Faceless in the long run.
Oh, we also like successfully provoked him.
Let's
so-
be honest, if besties would be against people in this room, most of you probably fought against them and know how it goes, right?
he's probably also playing besties, like we
Yeah.
said.
Oh, for sure.
Besties do something, it shows guilt, right?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's kind of a win-win scenario.
He's
If
got nothing to
Brian
lose
is
there.
definitely is.
If besties will do something irrational and won't like follow logic, then it's a win-win scenario for Brian. And he can count that they might sometimes do stupid choices.
I'm gonna believe it's more towards the if they do something they admit guilt vibe, but yeah, it's a valid point.
But also, I mean, look, Brian is a interesting individual, and Brian has always been he's been a little bit different than the rest of them, right? Brian, he told me one time, he said, "You're lucky I'm not the old me. This would have ended way different." Right? He kind of threatened me in a roundabout way during one of our interrogations. If his motivation is to tell them that I'm a rat and that I did this, it handles one problem for him. It gets a little get back, right? Because in his mind, if they do come after me, hurt me, he gets that satisfaction of me getting fucked up, and also he gets the satisfaction of the besties, kind of admitting to the fact that they're the magazine supplier.
Yep.
He's winning regardless here. He's unless that's if the besties believe him.
Like the only correct choice that besties need to do is, show complete trust, right? And then act according to what they learned here today.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for everybody in the room, and I think I know the answer to this. Brian's pitting them against potentially Brandon, potentially Faceless. Do we all think besties are dumb enough to do something to Faceless rather than Brandon?
I don't
Which
think they
aspect?
would.
As like we said, like Steve said, going off Steve's theory about the uncertainty, is like we've told, unfortunately for like the situation, Forehead's heard who the snitch was from 2 Manor members, which probably doesn't mean much to him, right? He's gonna hear it from Blue, obviously, but he's still gonna feel a type of way because the whole Brandon thing's happened. Like, who's to say they're not going to be pissed that, they feel like they've been lied to and stuff like that, or deceived by the Faceless themselves?
I think
Well,
that's
what
the
you
fight
call
that nobody
weak-minded,
wants.
They have to
as
show.
being weak-minded. If you're telling me, Forehead, well, then again, it is Forehead. But if you're telling me the besties are going to believe Brian Knight, when I've literally just found out who the real snitch is, then I don't know what to say.
True.
You see, I don't think the problem will be Forehead.
Yeah.
Or not.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it depends how much information is shared to the rest of his gang, but DJ, you questioned if they're stupid enough to do something to the Faceless. I don't think Forehead is. I think the rest of his gang could be.
Still, they only go up by his order, no?
No.
Well,
They very
I
much
wouldn't
have
say
his
so,
ear.
no.
Yeah.
Forehead
Yeah.
was also here like 5 minutes before this meeting started.
I thought I saw his car.
Yeah,
It was him and someone else.
Wait, you say as he's outside?
This
I
was
think he
when
was.
you opened the door for me. He was outside, and then they peeled off.
Who was?
He was on the phone with somebody. It was him and someone else. I don't know who the other person was.
Probably Ming, because it was the same car we
Yeah,
saw leave
probably,
earlier.
yeah.
Wearing white hat, white clothing.
Why don't we just invite him here?
Like,
Play the fucking air. I mean, if he thinks I'm a rat, I'll plead my case. He can choose whatever he wants to choose after that.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily
fuck
think that he thinks you're a rat. I think some people may feel a type of way about kind of
Whole
being
situation.
deceived into thinking you are a rat,
You should
The
have
whole-
A
faith
lot
in
of
the
people put a
cause.
lot on the line, like, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people around the table don't really give a fuck, but some people might,
I think calling him right now to this meeting would kind of put him on a spotlight in a bad way, right? And would make him that he is being like,
It would make it
Yeah,
worse.
it
It
would
would
go
make it
worse,
worse.
right?
yeah.
That,
Because
let's
he's
not
then
do
going to
that, I don't
think,
think.
why the fuck are you all questioning me? That's not a
Yeah.
good thing. We're just
Well,
spitfiring possible outcomes.
I'm going to be having a one-on-one conversation with Albert very soon. Most likely after this or tomorrow anyway. But it's very funny. It's very funny.
Yeah, appreciate
The lens that Brian Knight is now going to. He's trying to make this a real thing, Brandon. That you are in fact a snitch that write out on everything. Remind me, what did you actually write on?
Past shit, names of some scientists, some past missions that they already know, the fact that I was a silencer supplier, the mission that I got caught at, Silas. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, nothing that he didn't already know. Besides
Exactly.
Silas.
And for everybody wondering, Silas was in on it. Let's just say
Oh, that dumb fuck.
You know what? Let me not even speak about Silas.
Oh, you know what? I'll say it. I'll say it so these motherfuckers can know how stupid this guy is. This guy calls me. This guy fucking calls me and says, "Hey, I'm getting stir crazy. You want to do like a cash exchange or something?" This motherfucker's been on the run for months and wants to go fucking risk a cash exchange fight.
Damn. It's always the
That'll be some
fucking clean
adrenaline
people.
rush, to be fair.
Well, let's just say Silas came to a sort of, you understood. I made him understand that why would you waste your life away on a bank truck or a cash exchange when you could be a part of something much bigger and larger? And that's how Silas agreed to get set up by Brandon. It was all in on the plan, just to make Brandon's lie even bigger.
It was a lot of, I mean, fair by Brian to not really trust me, right? I've done a lot of fucking crazy shit. He knows that. And I'm not usually the most forthcoming when it comes to interrogations and all that. But what really put it over the edge to where there was a little more trust there was me getting stabbed, turning in Silas. And that pretty much cemented it right there. Granted, all the information I gave him was all past shit, but that Silas, I mean, there was no overlooking Silas, right? I handed him on a silver platter.
I must say, I don't think I've ever seen anybody go this deep in deception, ever.
I'm going to throw this out there, guys. I might have all the law enforcement coming after me in the very near future. I mean, I could drive okay sometimes. I'm not the greatest driver. If I give somebody a phone call to help get me out of there, who would be willing to help a boy out? You know what I mean?
don't call me when it comes to driving, brother.
Yeah,
Trust me, trust me. Do not call Fred. Do not call Fred.
Yeah, I would help, but
Motherfucker
I'm
can't
not
even
good at
fucking
driving
steer.
either.
Ray, I got your number on speed dial, by the way. Is
You
that
got my
okay?
number on speed. Sure. If I could get you out once, maybe I could do it again.
I appreciate you, brother. Hey, thank you.
What do you
Snake.
mean once? You
Hey,
did it like
Sneaky.
6 times that night.
Okay, I did it like 6 times that night. Yeah,
Sneaky, I'm going to tell you
that was a
something.
crazy night.
It really
What's
was.
I picked you to cut off my finger, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Well, because Fred already stabbed me, and it's always fuck Fred.
Should've let me cut it
DJ, I
off,
wasn't going to
dude.
give him the satisfaction.
Damn.
Steve, I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction.
I got
And
shot.
you know, me and you have a little special bond, so I figured it would be nice if you would have wanted to sword my
But
finger
yeah,
off
like
in a
you
fucked up
picked that
fashion.
up on that one.
Okay, I see how your mind works now.
Probably
Yeah.
was just as well he didn't pick me because my cut might have been a bit more lethal, Brandon.
It's all good, Steve. It's all good. I know this hurts more than any cut you could put on me. Don't worry, Steve. We got a bunch of time to become best friends again, huh?
Yeah.
Also,
Don't hold your breath.
I hope people understand this is also all a test for every asset, especially the 7 of you that were very interlinked with this whole fiasco. We're also watching you, watching how you moved, watching if mate Sneaky maybe called Brandon behind our backs to tell him information that you didn't. You passed. Everybody passed. Except one man.
Oh.
Fred Mango.
Oh.
But his time will come soon.
So is Will staying in
Very
chaos?
soon.
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
Well, like I said, now you know the truth. It's those 2 months. It's to make Brian Knight feel comfortable. Just to show a message to everybody in the city via the news article. And also a message to everybody here. Oh, Aubrey's calling me. Aubrey. So good, how are you? He says you needed the thing still.
So, after I got you out that Saturday, by the way, where'd you end up going?
Who, me?
No, Colby.
Oh.
I was just at one of the houses, and then I just grappled to the echelon.
I see. So you went straight to the echelon. Okay.
Yeah, Charlie had the door open for me.
Fantastic. Okay. I'm glad you were able to hide out.
It was actually perfect time. And it's like you dropped me off, and like 2 seconds later, after I hit around the corner, a cop flew right past us and started chasing you again.
What's going on, Blue?
What is coming in?
Ooh. Oh,
Repeat yourself. You said Forward's coming in.
seems like it.
Yeah, Ford is making his way here. It's something he needs. But might as well talk about the Leon Edwards thing.
Can't forget the cargo, Bob.
What cargo, Bob?
Yeah, this motherfucker said, "Get your homework." He assigned the homework. You fucking piece of shit, Colby.
Wait, what?
That motherfucker was not thinking of the cargo, Bob. You just reminded that motherfucker of that shit. You're a piece of
Wait,
shit.
what are we talking about? What cargo, Bob?
When they broke out, all of us that used a cargo, Bob never returned it.
Who broke you guys out?
Forehead.
Forehead broke you guys out of prison?
They broke out Lang.
Oh,
And I just hitched a ride. That's why I'm here.
Why
interesting.
Lang?
Yeah, right.
Eats
What the
me.
fuck?
I didn't
Had
know
Lang
that.
Interesting.
Huh?
I heard Lang turned himself back in too.
Really?
He turned himself back in like 2 days
Yeah.
later.
That's what Brian told me.
That's interesting.
I didn't know they had a connection with New Babylon. It's good to know.
That's why I was asking when was your conversation with Brian about if Forehead works for Faceless, because he definitely saw besties and the support they
Oh,
got.
so what this was it was actually the night that you guys took me from the safe house.
It was the same. Wasn't it the same night?
It was the
Or-
same night that you guys were taking me to the safe house, right? Well, that you guys took me from the safe house when I was smoking. I was in interrogation after they caught me, right? From you guys trying to snatch me.
Yeah, it's when we were like sitting out front watching.
And then he said that he got approval from the state to extradite me to a maximum security prison. And then he said, but first, let's go through some of these questions. And it had already been a long night. And I was like, well, don't take too long. Like, I have some shit that I have to do. I don't want to be here all night talking about this shit. I said we could do the rest tomorrow. And he started asking me questions. He asked me if I moved a biological weapon, all of this shit, and started going down a list of questions.
Interesting.
And then he said, do the Bestleys work with the Faceless? I said, I don't know. Then he said, does Fred work for the Faceless? I said, yes. Then he said, does William Hunter work for the Faceless? And I said, listen, my main motivation here is to fuck the people over who have fucked me over. That's Fred, Charlie, and Mr. Blue. And I said, with all due respect, I'm tired. I don't want to answer any more questions now. Could he take me to the safe house? That was that night.
Aubrey.
Hey, Brandon is back in good terms now. Maybe. I like Brandon. Oh.
Hey, big dog.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going, guys? Great to see
Sorry,
you all.
Mr.
You know what I mean?
Cole.
How's it happened?
By the way, just so everybody is understanding, everybody here with a network access, we just updated the network to make sure everybody is aware of what went down
Oh.
the last 2 months. We also added a video of him being stabbed. That will be access to everybody's login page. Now, Aubrey, we'll fill you in. In fact, Brandon, tell Aubrey the entire thing that's been happening over the last 2 months.
Well, roughly 2 months ago, Brian approached me, talked to me about how I hadn't had an interrogation in 8 months or so, but I'm on all these crazy cases, helicopters, all of this shit. So he rode around with me for like an hour in a car, just yapping like Brian does. And he started barking up the wrong tree and insinuated to the fact that if I want some of my people who I don't get along with to get in trouble, all I got to do is just, throw a little information his way and he'll start kicking the doors down. Basically wanted me to snitch, right? So I immediately went to Blue and we devised a little plan to, start feeding Brian a little bit of information here and there to try to lower his guard and gain his trust. So I did, mostly about past missions, shit that I already know, names of scientists, shit like that. But we were going on another mission. So I gave him a heads up before the mission started. It was only a 3-man mission. It was me, Fred, and William. And I told him where I would be located with a sniper
Peggy's
rifle,
calling me,
all of this
interesting.
shit, purposely got arrested, all of this. And then we got a hold of Silas and, who was on the run for the courthouse bombing shit.
Yeah,
He,
Silas. For everybody who's not aware, once again, Silas, a man who did the first bombing after the economy collapsed. Well, he was set up by Brandon. But Silas knew. Silas was okay with it. I
Silas
still
was in
cannot
on it.
believe what he wanted to do instead. It makes
So
me
for-
sick.
Forehead, I'll go ahead and tell you. Silas approached, he called me and said something about how he wanted to do a cash exchange or something exciting. I thought to myself, what the fuck is this idiot talking about? He's been on the run for months for blowing up the courthouse. So he got worked into the plan and he was all for it. So then I got Silas set up and arrested. So that kind of cemented to the fact of Brian, that I'm a bona fide snitch on his side. Then they set up this whole thing where the assets were coming after me. Brian was trying to protect me. I ended up getting nabbed up, get took to a cage. Even got my fucking finger cut off. All of this shit. All for the sheer fact of deceiving Brian and putting a knife in his stomach when he least expected it. And that happened, Saturday?
Mission successful. Like
Yeah.
I said, for everybody that didn't know, which none of you did, except Brandon, and obviously Fred knew eventually, and Colby, that this was a test for everybody. Do not forget that. When you think you know something, you don't. But Aubrey is very clever. That Brian Knight has contacted you and hasn't contacted anybody else. Steve made a very good point. What was it?
I think he has a bigger play at hand by doing that. If he only contacted Forehead, who he knew wasn't involved in any of this stuff, because let's face it, he saw most of us. If we weren't caught, we were seen, or we had blood on scene, whatever. So if anyone was going to question it the most, it would probably be Forehead. And then he would hope that would cause some form of divide, probably, within the organization.
Well, I just find it very interesting that he's actually going around actually saying Brandon is a snitch. Well, now we all know who the real snitch is. You see the beauty of deception. Other rats unravel themselves. For it, like I told you on the phone, I had a dinner with Frank and Nora. And let's just say they admitted to who gave them the information of the article. Leon Edwards. The question is, how are we going to get Leon Edwards? What is it that we do? Because you're not just snitching on the Faceless, he's snitching on everybody on this table. If he's name-dropped people like Aubrey, he's obviously name-dropped everybody in this room.
And I will make one thing inherently clear here. The only things that were ever said to Brian were things that came from Blue or Charlie. And he never talked about anybody besides Fred and William at that one point.
Right.
Those are the only names that were mentioned.
Like I was saying, Leon Edwards, Cyprus gang leader. more that you all had in mind. I just don't understand the motivation. I really cannot wrap my head around them. I guess you are correct. Maybe he's, I wouldn't say jealous, maybe he feels a type of way that he was cut out from everything. Ever since Speedy did what he did. But then why not go after New Babylon?
Oh, what's
Why
going on
not
with the
go after
microphone?
Speedy? Why are you
The
coming
popping
after
is a
every
little bit
asset?
interesting. Where does it
Why
come
are you
from?
going to Frank and
It's
Nora,
like happening every now
leaking
and then
information?
recently.
Now that doesn't make any sense to me.
Microphone popping. At the noise.
Maybe he's afraid to go after New Babylon.
The noise that's going on like in his voice. I don't know what's going on there.
Afraid of old men with muskets.
Well, I mean, he used to roll with him. Maybe, I mean, granted, he might be upset at Speedy and all of that, but maybe he still has a solid foundation or a relationship with a lot of them. I don't know. Like I said, it's. I brought up the motivation thing myself. I don't understand why somebody who purchases all this stuff from these people would then in turn try to fuck them over. You're a leader of a gang, right? Why would you fuck over your supply to do your gang shit? Doesn't make any sense.
Is he okay? Oh.
Good to know. It's good to know.
Okay.
Why is everybody so quiet?
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
Just thinking. Yeah.
I'll try to figure out what I can regarding the motive.
Misha,
Be updated.
Oh.
Yeah.
thought about what you said about the reasoning for Brian Knight contacting the one and only Aubrey Webster.
Because Eric is him.
Misha,
He doesn't remember.
Right? This got a little uncomfortable.
Oh.
you know what?
He's talking
Oh,
to you.
Misha,
Yeah, I know. Can you hear me?
Now
I hear you
again.
now.
Now I can.
Oh.
And he's not saying
Can't
anything
hear you
again.
anymore.
There's no way.
This timing is impeccable.
You're not saying shit, Misha.
Well, but what can I say? I'm waiting for
I
what.
can- What do you mean you waited?
I'll repeat myself, Misha. I was
Well,
saying.
I didn't hear.
I was saying you made a good point about Brian Knight reaching Aubrey Webster. Why did you tell Aubrey what your point was?
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I heard that only I made a good point and I was waiting for the. So what I'm thinking is it's a long game on Brian's part, right? That he is slowly but surely trying this way to erode the trust and loyalty, and with time sow the seeds of doubt within you and whole besties in regards if working with Faceless is even good for you anymore, and try to pitch you in long time against everybody in this room and Faceless themselves. Maybe not this one. Maybe this one will just be like that you guys will raise an eyebrow. But maybe something else will happen and he'll, reach out again and say a couple more words. Maybe somebody else will do it for him. And with time.
Listen, I will make this very clear again. After what we've done to Brian Knight, after 2 months of pure deception with everybody in the city, including everybody in this room, he is going to come off very hard for everybody.
Foy, can you tell me exactly what he said to you on the phone so I know?
Well, I will say that he told me a lot of stuff on the phone, and it was all over the place. He told me that you were a CI or a pretend CI, and that you stabbed them.
Oh.
He said, talked about a bunch of gangs handholding and bringing them information. Brought up Misha's name. Brought up Ray Romanov.
He brought my name up. Hmm.
Well, think about it. Everybody that was involved. It's funny because Perez and Ray, you weren't involved in this until the very last day, until the actual kidnapping.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Was Brian Knight doing what he does? His ego is bruised. He has just been fed fake information, or information that means nothing, for the last 2 months, just to get him at a specific location. Charlie walks away, and then Brandon takes his place, and he then gets stabbed. Not only that, people within this whole city thought Brandon was a real snitch, including the news. And then he wrote that article with the embedded 10 steps ahead code. It's funny you mentioned the news because without the news, we wouldn't be able to confirm who decided to go to Frank and spill information about the inner workings of the Faceless. But here's what doesn't make any sense. According to the article, there was some information that is pretty personal. Leon Edwards has never been a part of any Faceless-related thing except the shooting of Speedy. What I'm trying to say is Dante may not be so scot-free that you may think he is.
So you think they're doing some collaborative shit?
Well, Dante was a part of Echo, don't forget that.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
And either way, the question is now, what are you all wanting to do to Leon?
Well, Forehead, I can tell you this right now. Under no circumstance did I ever say your fucking name, Bestie's name, nothing like that. There was only one time the Besties was mentioned, and it was right at the end before I got kidnapped by all of these guys. He ran down through a list of things to get me to say yes or no. And he said, are the Besties involved with Faceless? I said, I don't know. Then he said, is Fred White involved with the Faceless? I said, yes. Then he said, because they already knew that he was. Then he said, is William Hunter involved? I said, listen, I'm giving you information on the people that I want to fuck over. I want to fuck over Fred, Charlie, and Blue. They're the people who have done me wrong. And he said, okay. And then we kind of cut it from there.
Nah, I believe you, Brandon.
I mean, you'd be stupid not to, because unless you're lying to me, Brandon, you wouldn't be standing here, would you?
Wouldn't be standing here. You guys know all. I'd be a dead motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be Brian getting, well, he probably still get stabbed, but I'd be stabbed too.
But anyway, like I was saying, now we got the fake rat and the fake snitch and this deception operation that has been going on for 2 months. We unfortunately have a real rat extermination to do.
Good.
I mean, personally, if I have to make a suggestion, Forehead, what do you want to do? I mean, he's throwing your name out there like that.
Well, he's thrown everyone's name out there.
True.
Yeah, it seems like our name's thrown out there as well.
Brandon, why are you so... You will never mind. Carry on, Steve. What were you saying?
I said that he's thrown everyone's name out there because I've heard myself he apparently knows everything and has name dropped multiple people, including people in my gang. So,
still
respectfully, I'm getting to do something too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be very honest with you. The reason why there are no names or locations on that article is because we made it very clear to Frank and Nora, you continue to do what you do. You write about the faces all you want, but you do not mention names or locations, or we will come after you. So the reason why there are no names is because of us. Meaning, I only had a very small talk with Frank, and you gave me the answer. I didn't push him. I didn't press him, like you gangbangers like to say. I just made him very aware of what he's going against. And you don't come into this room and lie. So, you do what you all want to do. However, maybe you pull Frank to the side and actually gain what Leon actually said. What names did he give? That's completely up to you.
I'm thinking I'll try to talk with Frank because I've very often talked about his, newspapers, and now that he probably knows a lot, then there is no point to keep the charade. But also, I'll try to just say that Edgar people owe me a favor, and that favor is information as agreed upon. So I'll try to figure out why Cyprus were immediately against them, and maybe they have something on Leon.
And this fuckboy Leon just gotta get slimed.
Yep.
Oh, that's for sure.
I still like the idea
Ah,
of.
the jet ski
curious.
driver speaks. I'm shocked, Andre.
Hey, I'll
Your
do a
first
drive-by
word in
from
the
my
last
jet ski.
hour.
I still like the idea of making an example and, gathering the fucking snitch and then every group fucking shooting him.
I mean, here's the thing. He is literally snitched on every group.
Yep.
I never read the article, so I don't really know the severity of it or what it says or anything like that.
Well, it definitely mentions magazines, that's for sure. Aubrey, let me ask you. Have you done business with Leon Edwards or Cyprus? They know what you do specifically.
Nah, I have. Yeah, they would know.
I'm assuming that goes for everybody that does sell things, correct?
Oh, I don't have anything to sell.
Yeah.
I've only sold the Bruce and shit. I've never sold to Leon directly.
Don't have any
I feel like
blueprints.
if Bruce knows Leon.
Oh,
they
100%.
know.
100%.
He is the leader of Cyprus. Like, what they know, he knows.
I did bring this up to Charlie earlier. Also, be careful with Bruce Baylor. That man is looking at a pretty hefty time and fine right now. If he knows
You know
things,
why?
you never know. Yeah, some fuck bought a house for 16 million off the state with government grant money, by the sounds of it. So all of his shit got locked down. All of his houses, everything. Don't know if shit got seized, but he told me he's going to take it to trial. So,
Like, at least buy guns with it, not a fucking house. Come on.
Off the state, no less.
Right? That's just fucking stupid.
You know, I really just don't understand people's motivation.
Greed.
You had Dante. A man's purpose was to buy and sell. He literally leads a group called the Merchants. And he was working for an organization called Echo, trying to take the Faceless down. And then he realized what he was doing made no sense. Every day, you go to sell illegal items. Where do you think those illegal items come from?
Yep.
Dante opened his eyes. But then you have a Cyprus gang leader.
Damn.
If we do apprehend Leon, if that day does come, which it better do, before he dies, I do want to ask him where his motivation came from. Was it jealousy? Is it because he had a blueprint because of Speedy, and then he burnt it? Well, then why not go after Speedy? I don't understand that logic. But then again, we live in this city. Some things don't make any sense.
It's the biggest puzzle piece in my head right now is why.
Yeah. Huh. Well, we'll figure it out in time. Maybe find him.
Well, here's the thing. I'm leaving up to everybody in this room to come with a plan on Leon. Yes, he's writing out the Faceless, but that also includes everybody in this room. Just a suggestion, maybe we get Frank today again. And maybe, instead of just me telling me to give me a name, maybe he says what exactly he's told, and what else he may have said, or who else could have been involved.
The only thing I know about Leon is what Fred told me, and Fred told me this motherfucker's like a ghost. Like, he said he tried to find him for so long, and he couldn't keep tabs on this motherfucker.
Well, I call anybody, ask they know him. They say, "Who the fuck is that guy?" I said, "He's supposed to be the leader of Cyprus." How does nobody fucking know anything about
I didn't
the guy?
even know Cyprus was still a thing. Like New Cyprus. Like, I didn't hear anything about that.
Just remember, he's one of the leaders of Cyprus. Not just the leader. So
You said the other one's Teddy?
Yeah.
I've noticed Leon does like to say he likes to say that he is the leader of Cyprus, so he does
Okay.
at least view himself as above Teddy.
Leon does put on events and stuff like that around the city. That would probably be your only way, to be honest.
Does he?
Yes, he does a lot of stuff with the merchants, with events, funnily enough.
Surprising.
Oh, so we
Yeah,
go
I've,
to the merchant.
I've seen him at a few of them. Yeah. Nah, he runs it with Dante, like the events. The last one I went to was his event, as far as I'm aware.
Surprising.
But he does get out and about.
I wonder if Frank and Noah know anything more about Dante being involved with him knowing this shit.
I think the problem with that is Frank really cares about Dante, so he'll do whatever he can to protect Dante.
Just to confirm, Charlie's going to deliver a picture of when the knife entered Brian Knight's stomach. We're going to be blurring everybody, unless you really want to be known. That's completely up to you.
So, yeah, like blurring is probably for the best. Don't really want to go for.
I don't think it really matters for me. I mean, Brian knows I stabbed him.
Yeah.
If you're gonna blur everybody, I don't mind being unblurred. I only want to be blurred if everybody else is being unblurred, just so they don't get fucked with hack charges.
Just to be safe, no one gets a hack charge. I'm just going to make sure you are blurred as well.
Perfect.
No, smart.
Well, it's crazy. This deception has unraveled real rifts amongst the circle or amongst the city. And it's people that's not even really directly associated. 20 other works. Like I said, for those that got fined on Saturday or about to be, you'll be given a care package. We'll be covering all your fines. I think some of you are looking at $1 million. Is that correct?
Oh, Jesus.
Because of the class 3.
I think I'm going to be closer to 1.5.
Which class 3?
Because if you get aiding and abetting enemy of the state, it's $500K off rip.
Class
Plus
3,
750 for the class 3.
And which one was the class 3?
The marksman rifle.
Oh, damn. All right.
And then the whatever class, whatever other possessions. I mean,
For class 3,
probably
fuck.
1.5.
That's good to know.
Well, now you can see what true loyalty looks like. Brandon risked his entire reputation just to make it seem real. Just so we can really show Brian Knight a message and everybody else. Now, you do what you want when it comes to Leon Edwards. I'm leaving that up to you. But if he's snitching on everybody, I suggest you'll work together. But I'll leave that up to the suppliers.
I'm 100% in. If anybody, wants to collaborate and get this shit done, get his ass, I'm down.
You say collaborate? We killing them, motherfucker.
Yeah, collaboration
Making
of a
it
kill.
sound
man.
like work. Yeah.
You guys talking about Leon?
Well, here's
Yeah.
Here's the thing, correct? Here's the thing. The plan I had for Brandon, and I lied to everybody here and said we're gonna get every gang and all their gang members to line up and shoot him in a circle. Why don't we actually make that plan come into fruition with Leon Edwards,
I would love
a
that.
real snitch?
Yep.
I'm with you. We just got to track this motherfucker down.
Just knock on Cyprus, maybe he's there.
Well, here's the thing. The fact that Leon Edwards shouldn't have any raised eyebrows. He should just go into hiding. He has no reason to. In fact, he has an order with someone in this room, correct? $600,000. So, we'll tell you what to do. That's not my job. We'll make sure you get it.
That is true.
Make sure it's done right. Make sure you are patient. It's like how you were patient when we had to wait 3 hours for Brian Knight to leave his office.
Fucking yapper.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you'd like to discuss, anybody?
I got something pretty big for you. I'll have a one-to-one with you after.
Okay. Aubrey, I want you to stay back for just a second. Everybody else, I hope you now realize how deep we go. Just to deliver a message. How we let people get comfortable. How we let people think they're winning. Just to take it all away.
Also, Blue, whenever you get the USB or whatever for the picture, just let me know. I'll scoop it and then I'll deliver there with the switchblade for Brian.
Most likely tomorrow.
Sounds good to me.
Everybody else, well done. You've all been receiving a care package. Big care package.
Well, I would like to chat with you too after you're done with.
All right.
Good to see you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What? What? Talk to me about what?
We done, Steve?
Yeah.
Big dog.
Hey, let's do it.
Yep.
Dog, how you been?
Man, shit, not bad. Yo.
Pretty good.
Nate, still want to do the thing we spoke about?
Yeah. You want to do that right now?
I knew you said something.
But you believe
Gotcha.
me?
All right, just apartments again.
Yeah.
Good to know that the fucking marksman rifle is a class 3.
Yeah.
didn't know
Does it have a
that.
scope on it?
Well, yeah, kind of. You can, you know, you can zoom in a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that because if it has a scope, it instantly makes it a class 3.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, probably good that you fucking know that. You willy nilly had that shit around.
Yeah. Well, you know, I didn't use it yet, but yeah, that's good to know. I probably would have at some point.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's good to see that Brandon is not, you know, fucking snitch.
Yeah, true.
Well, it's gonna be eventful week still, I guess.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. That shit's actually crazy, not gonna lie.
Yep. All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yep. Stay safe.
Later, bud. Yeah, you as well.
All right. Big meeting. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Hey, well.
Yo, you guys alright?
Yeah, no, we're good. I'm just with Peggy at the moment. And,
Okay. I got a phone call
and,
from Sam and Peggy at some point.
Oh, okay.
I was
as
just in a
far as
meeting
I
like
was
until
aware,
now,
Sam
so.
was- yeah, as far as I was aware, Sam went to bed, but he made us some lockpicks.
Okay.
I did the I got the materials for him. He made the lockpicks.
Alright.
So that's all sorted.
Sounds good.
I think he went to bed, but he may not have.
I didn't reach him on the phone, so probably went to
Okay,
bed.
yeah, he's
and he's not on
probably
lemon
gone to
list.
bed.
So.
Yeah, I think he went to bed. And then, yeah, I'm going to be going to bed shortly.
Yeah, me probably too.
I know Antoine's around, Diana's around, but she's also going to be going to bed.
Yeah, I was around for the meeting. I'm probably gonna go to bed after like soon-ish.
Yeah. I can't remember what I was going to say.
I don't know. Peggy's still on the phone. Like I tried to call her because.
Yeah, she's talking to someone I don't know who.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we're all good. Just cooked as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. If you're around on Wednesday, I'll see you Wednesday.
Sounds good.
Okay.
See you then.
safe.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, I hope I made it clear enough that I probably should get blurred as well. Don't really want to endanger the club that much, getting, you know, hack charges or shit like that. And, you know, because I was wearing my cut, might put like a lot of heat on the club. I don't really care like that much. It would be fun like if I also like, you know, I'm just like not blurred. And both is fine with me. But like for the club and so on, it's probably better to get blurred. So I hope like Blue understood that. We'll see. I'm gonna just get surprised.
Hey, William.
Yo, how you doing, man? How was
Doing
the
good.
job going? I don't know what you guys were
Not
doing
much.
today.
Didn't do much, to be honest.
Okay.
We just did one shop. Some materials for the
Alright.
for crash out.
Okay. Sounds good. What up to do for the rest of the day? Like I'm probably gonna go to bed soon. I was just around for one thing.
Yeah. Yes, Ava and then I'm also going to bed soon, so I'm also heading out.
Alright. Sounds good.
Oui.
Oh, 1 second.
Hello.
Hey, you called me.
Oh yeah. Do you know a Rex Pace?
Rex Pace?
Yeah.
Is it a guy?
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
All right. Thank you.
Alright. Bye.
Bye.
What the fuck is this, man? Why is there so many trash bags? Alright. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. You go stay safe, okay?
You too?
Alright. Oh, and they're gone. Alright, well. No.
What did he say?
Probably gonna go to
Hello?
bed.
Oh. Okay. See you Wednesday.
Yep. See you then.
How was it?
If you're around.
How was what? Meeting? It was good. Was quite enlightening.
Oh. That's
Yep.
good, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yep. All right.
Right. Have a good night.
Sounds good.
How's your hand, by the way?
Still have to go to a fucking doctor with that one, but
Okay. Yeah. Do that. Do that.
yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
We don't want you to get sepsis or something.
Yeah, I know. It stopped bleeding at least, so that's good.
Okay, but if it starts getting like really red and pussy, then
Well,
true.
yeah, you know, hey, I have not the best track record of not, of going to the.
Prison and get the prison doctor to look at it.
That might be a good idea.
Just go to the doctor. Just go to the doctor.
Well, the problem is again, like, you know, fucking, you know, like evidence and so on, you know.
Just say it was a fucking dog bite, man.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really look like a dog
then you'll-
bite, okay, but
then-
sure.
Oh, okay. We could lure a coyote.
Don't worry about it.
To actually bite your hand.
Nah, hell nah.
Over the bite, and then it will look like
Okay,
a
You've
dog
got
bite.
two options. You either go in by tomorrow evening, or I'm knocking your ass out and taking you.
That's fair. Like, I'm planning to go tomorrow.
Okay, good.
All right.
Well, you get some sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Good night.
Good night.
Later. Good night.
Okay. Do I reiterate to through the network that I should get blurred out or not? I think I made it clear with like, you know, getting blurred is probably for the best. Should be fine. I'll just get surprised. But like if I like I don't really care that much because it would be kind of funny and kind of sick if I'm just in the picture. Just like more so for the club that you know, heat is not gonna go on them. Also, I did wear a mask. Granted, though, it's pretty much this outfit, so you know, it's pretty much me. like everyone knows how I look like this. And I got caught like multiple times with this outfit, so yeah. Also, hey, class 3. All right, that's good to know. Oops. Alright, well, gonna go to bed now. A little bit tired. I've been awake way too long for the past few days. So I'm gonna take it easy for like today and maybe like I'll be around tomorrow. I will stream tomorrow, but not sure at what time. Probably like a little bit before Storm, maybe after